Hello everyone, this is Freja and Joy here, and I wonder what you would say if someone would give you the opportunity to have the most powerful tool for ascension, enlightenment and self-realization. And what would you say? Would you say, yes, thank you? To say this is possible, is true, it is possible. It is possible to give this tool. And this is something that I have been working actually all my life without knowing this, and without knowing that I was learning this tool first of all. And it took many years to develop this tool, and it's very important. It's the most powerful and most important tool for any human being. So how can I say that? Because this is something that I see it over and over again, how teachers and leaders and workshop leaders and authors and people who talk on YouTube and Facebook and write books and whatever, this is the thing that needs to be enlightened. Because what does it mean with enlightenment? Enlightenment is actually to enlighten something. So how does it work with enlightenment? Shortly, it works for someone who is going to go out and teach other people. You have to develop and learn this enlightened part in yourself first, and then you can talk to others about it. And when you go out to others with this, you have enlightened in yourself. You come to self-realization about through practicing this, like I have done with this tool with people in all my life, in all kind of ways, education and in healing and in teaching, in leading people, and being a group leader and interview people and working with people in multitude of ways, and having that material also. Not only my own inside work, it's also together with how it have developed together with other people, how I developed this tool. This tool that is important to point out that it's this enlightenment is about. It's about to show people what needs to be seen. To put a light on it. That is enlightenment. Of course, this is something now I will reveal what it is. It's feelings. Maybe you have heard and seen, because it's all over in the old paradigm, we have this. People talk about you should learn to control your mind, your thoughts, and your body. So it's about body and mind. Body and mind. And some people also talk about your spirit and your soul. So they say this is important. And they say it over and over again. And they have whole programs about it. And why doesn't people talk about feelings? It's because people think it's difficult to talk about feelings. That's why. And also, it needs to be the most deep experiences, really, to talk about it. And the question about being balanced, to be balanced, so many talk about. They talk about it's very important to be a balanced person. So here is the thing. The dolphins came to me in 1999, so I have worked with it consciously since that. This area, the feelings. This is dolphin yoga, and it's 5 stars program. 5 stars programming. So I worked on developing this program since 1999. It's actually 20 years now. I can't believe it. It's 20 years. Wow. For me, as I work 24 hours, 7 days a week with this, I don't look at it like 20 years, because I live in the now all the time. So it's just when I have to look back and see, I realize it's 20 years work now. Conscious work about this. And how does it come? Because it comes because people think it's difficult. Because also to go out and speak about feelings, so many people resist to take it seriously. They don't even want to use the word seriously, because it should be other words, they say, because it's blah, 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 blah. But how? How is it possible? It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible to be balanced. It's not possible to be balanced. Absolutely not possible to be balanced if you don't take the feelings into account. So here is now my 20 years work, and now it's beginning to be close to that I'm going to really begin to reveal my program officially. And this is about true enlightenment. This is not about talking about like a guru sitting and asking, answering questions to people. And the thing is that when it comes to feelings, we have it from we are born until we die from this body. We have feelings. And it's not possible to live without feelings. The only thing that makes people think it's difficult with feelings is that they resist their own feelings. And that is the most of the people on earth that do this. So it's not an easy issue. But I have these techniques. I have these programs that really help people to understand how they can go into their own learning about what their feelings really is, to understand this. So it's not possible to talk about this in a video like this. Is it YouTube? Is it YouTube? No, it's not. It's not possible to talk about it like in one video, or in 2, or in 3, or in 4. It's not possible. It has to come one after the other, and as I wrote my book, I'm gonna give out edited, revised edition. This, I will take an example here. So when I'm in Sri Lanka now, but I was in India 6 months now before I came to Sri Lanka. So I am out on this like world tour. I'm in India. I was working a lot with my art, which I do in a very deep way. And in India, I heard about, because I'm guided to people, and as I'm a healer, I can heal people without they know I do, just by meeting them. So that's why I need so much time alone, because it's exhausting for me, because I work so much. People have no idea that I work when I meet them, and it's exhausting for me. I have learned to, I developed this with myself to learn how to handle that I'm so sensitive and that I feel everything, because I've been medium so many years and worked with all kind of spiritual advice to people in so many ways. But this part with the feelings is not just the feelings is not just one field of feelings like we talk about it usually. It's not just feeling glad or feeling sad or things like that. Feelings are senses. Feelings are many different senses. So we humans have got it all wrong, all wrong. Its priority number one is feelings. Look at animals. Animals, they are with their feelings every second of their life. So then look at how many people do respect animals, really. You don't respect animals if you eat animals. That is not respectful, okay? And also, you are not a fresh, healthy person if you eat meat. Not if you smoke and not if you drink alcohol. You have to put out these things. All these things influence your feelings and your capacity to listen to your own feelings. Some animals eat meat because they are animals. They have teeth to eat meat. They are born to eat meat. But you look at a human being's teeth, it's not made to eat meat. It's logical. You shouldn't eat meat. So that thing, if someone say, okay, meat, we have to eat meat. I have one argument there first for that person, and that is, look at the teeth of a human being. It's not made. Your teeth as a human being is not for eating meat. It's for eating fruit, vegetables, and things like that. But it's not healthy for your body either. So why do I say that? Because all these things influence your capacity to experience your feelings. It's a system. It's a whole energy system. You are an energy system. You are an energy system. So you need to take care of your energy system, because that's what you are. And animals are present in the now, always present in the now. And this is something that most human beings don't recognize and understand how it works. It's very important to understand that feelings are tools, they are guides. Feelings are very, very important guides. And all your senses are different kind of feelings. There is not words for all kind of senses. All different layers of possibilities to sense different kind of things in different kind of dimensions. It's not possible to have words for all this. It's a multitude of different senses and different layers and different niveau. And I can give you many more examples, but I will stop there now with this, and I will go back to this about India. I met this girl. I talked about it, and I always I see pictures, because that's how I experience life, through pictures. That's exactly like animals do. They see pictures. They don't talk with words either. So there is someone who said that, and that was, what's his name? Wayne, I don't remember now his name. He's very known author. He said, humans have to learn to be a good animal. That's a very good thing. It's good, very good said. Humans need to learn to be a good animal. Why did he say that? Wayne Dyer, his name is. His name is Wayne Dyer, I think. He said this, and this is so true. Why did he say that humans need to be a good animal? Because, as I said now, because all this I now said, humans mostly don't recognize in themselves. They don't understand this. They're not even interested to go into it. So they bypass all this. And they go in to talk about this is important with the body and mind and soul and spirit and all this. But they don't talk about feelings because it's so complicated. They don't understand it. So it's a whole system that has to be learned from the beginning. And it's time to do that now when so many talk about ascension process. I am one of the ascension guys. And as I know now, I am the only ascension guide who put the spot, the enlightened, who enlighten that feelings are the most basic and important tool human beings have. Because it's not possible to go into a true ascension process without taking in feelings in account. It's just going to be a bypass. It looks like some are people buy it. People buy it because people buy everything that sounds easy, so they don't have to work deeply with themselves. But that's not the way it works. It doesn't work that way. So this is important. It's very important. And I was going to tell you about this example. I was guided to meet an 8-year-old girl, an 8-year young or 8-year-old girl in Anjuna in India, in Goa in India. And her mother didn't know what to do because her daughter didn't talk and she didn't smile and she didn't want to go to school. And the doctor said she was sick. And the mother had also been at healers, and they didn't know what to do. So what I'm going to tell you, some maybe think that, okay, it sounds too easy. When something works, when something is the divine truth, it will always sound very easy. The truth is easy. It is the path to come to realization of the divine truth that isn't so easy. And it's not meant to be easy either, because if it's too easy, you won't learn anything. So you can go into any system of knowledge, and if it's too easy, you're not going to learn anything that is really profound, grounded in you as a human being. So, but I tell you now that what I did, I talked to this girl, not much, because I more did contact her in energy, and her mother I talked a little bit with also, and I felt in the whole situation. I asked if she likes to paint, and I don't remember exactly how the conversation worked. It wasn't so much talk at all. It was more energy work and me feeling in other dimensions and telepathically having this worked out. So I decided I would give this girl all my tools all my colors, my pencils, my brushes, everything I worked with in 5 months in India with my painting. Beautiful colors, a lot of them, everything, and also white sheets to paint on, and white papers to paint on, and every tool I have used when I was working with all my paintings that I had on my exhibition later. I showed my art in India on an exhibition, and so I went to my hotel and went back to this girl and her mother, and I had everything in a very nice also bag, and I handed it over to this girl. This is shortly now, I tell you this. And what happened was that I saw in this girl's eye the light coming back. She got very happy. She even had a little smile on her mouth, and her eyes was definitely smiling. And I asked her if I could give her a hug. She was very tense, and as I told you before, that she didn't smile, she didn't talk, she didn't want to do anything. So, and definitely not being touched or anything. So I was very, very, I took it very, I was careful. I asked her very carefully if I could give her a hug. And she was really open to that. So I could give her a hug. And someone took a photo on me when I think also maybe a little bit short video. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But maybe I will do a little video and put out on YouTube about this, experience. So I see on that photo, she has a smile on her mouth also. And she was hugging me back. This was so amazing because she was like opening up. This is a empowerment. This is empowerment. So this is all about feelings. All this is about feelings now. What I talk about here, this is about feelings. And I also told the mother that don't give this girl, your daughter, any pills. Doctors will want to give her pills. And the pills shut down the feelings. And that's not what this 8-year girl needs. She don't need to be put down and don't feel her feelings. The feelings are the most important. This is what they do in the psychiatric. They give patients, people who are perfectly healthy, they give them pills to shut down their feelings instead of working with feelings. And this is nothing either to do with psychoanalysis or anything. Psychology, it has nothing to do with that. So this, I have in-depth knowledge about all this because I worked like 20 years in hospitals and on all different kinds of problems, issues on hospitals and healthcare back in my life. So I have all experiences that backs up everything I say. I have all experiences. I'm not talking, taking anything out from nothing. Nothing I say is just something I say. Everything I talk about is deeply experienced, and I have deeply worked with it in my own life and with other people. And also I have education back in time. I have it, I have all kinds of education. I'm not going to count what kind of education, but I have education and I love books, so I've read so much. And at one point in my life, I got when I began to work with my intuitivity as a medium, and I developed that side of me, I was more and more guided to leave all books behind, because I was guided that I had all knowledge inside of me, and that it was important that I was going out with my wisdom and knowledge to other people. But what I'm guided here to, it's this, that it's most important these times now is to go out and clarify and enlighten people how important feelings is. So, yeah, this is basic. And when I say basic, I mean the most important. The most important. Because everything a human being is doing on earth is relying on how the human being treats and take care of his or her own feelings. So when people talk about balance, they miss this all the time. So they are not balanced. They talk about that they are balanced, and they fool so many people that they are balanced because they talk and they sound very calm. It has nothing to do with balance. It's just a game. It's just a surface look. To be balanced is a much bigger issue.